You should attend this course if you're getting frustrated seeing sophisticated tools and sophisticated approaches that you feel like you're constantly going to Stack Overflow to really put into use. You can never remember the API, you can never remember how things fit together, and somehow those people on Stack Overflow have the right mental model, but you don't. And so you're constantly trying to chase after the proper solution. You should attend this course if you want to discover the shortcut between where you are now and where the people who answer your questions on Stack Overflow are today. If you want to discover what insight they have in order to be able to definitely say, oh, no, those 15 lines of code, just a 2-line solution. This is an easy example of some core concept. You can use Python for years without ever really knowing what you're doing. And I've got some proof. Me. I wrote a lot of Python code in the early days that was cobbled together from examples that I saw online, from answers to Stack Overflow posts, from other code that I'd seen in the code bases I was working with. And I didn't really understand what I was doing. I didn't really understand how all the pieces fit together. And that created a certain barrier that I could never move past. I could definitely get a very simple task done very quickly, but on the 3rd or 4th try, and I was blocked by the speed of my typing because I was blocked by how many different random approaches I could take until I found the one that worked. What changed for me was looking deeper at the tools that I use and trying to understand what they're all about, what they mean, what the motivation for them coming into existence was, what metaphors they embody, and how I can bring that all together to answer direct, immediate questions. Do I write it this way? Do I write it that way? Do I use a context manager? Do I use a decorator? Do I use a generator? Do I make this part of my index? What are the levels of my index? Whatever the question may be. I discovered with many years of beating my head against the wall trying to make some of the tools that I use work, I discovered the hard way what the core idea behind these tools are, what the secret concepts are that tie these tools together. And in this course, I want to share that with you. It's surprising when you have the right perspective, how many problems that you might run into that look very dissimilar, that are in fact a manifestation of the exact same problem. And until you can see what the nature of that problem is, it just seems like yet another problem that you're scrambling to Stack Overflow to try to solve.